Fun fact, number 165. And maybe it's not such a fun fact because I'm going to talk about the election. Oh, boo, yes. Um, I sat with a non-binary friend and their partner, their fiance. There was another gentleman there. Um, we had Kung Fu Panda. We had Panda Express, and there was a lot of alcohol on the table. And we just hooked up the computer to the big TV and watched a website that was updating because we didn't want to hear all the talking. And as it kept going, we were like, my transgender friend was there too, and they were like, or he was really upset. He's in the military. He's not, his future plans that he planned out for years now, it's very uncertain. He's making plans to try to solidify his position, and so is going to be moving away sooner than planned in order to get a chain of command that might be more supportive of transgender. My first thought was, well, the first time somebody was elected, I was like, I remember him from forever, and he's always been an asshole and a dick and misogynistic pig and a con man. Nobody's going to vote for him. There's no way. Why would somebody vote for him? Even what he's saying doesn't even make sense on the campaign trail. Nobody's going to vote for him. Well, I guess they like him over a woman. Seems like it. So then I thought, okay, let's, this time there's no way. Kamala is so smart. She doesn't have all the things behind her. And yeah, she's a woman, but she's so smart, and there's no way, like, after the and the violence, the people who have died on his watch because he didn't believe in COVID and everything else that he did. So, and now the whole abortion thing with women dying, they're miscarrying and they're going to the hospital, can't get medical help because people are afraid to help them because they're afraid they'll be thrown in jail. It's really scary for women, I think. They're going to revoke the fact that we can own property or have a credit card or drive or vote or, you know, going to put us in our place, aren't they? It's really, really scary. And I have a daughter, and I'm really afraid for her future in this country. But the main thing is, he's a bully. I've had to deal with a lot of bullies. My daughter was bullied all through elementary school. And now we're honoring the bullies and the people who sexually assault women and have been convicted of it and are felons. You can become a president, but you can't get a job at the corner store. What? There's something wrong with this. I just couldn't believe that there were enough people, enough stupid people, ignorant people in this country that would vote for him. And some people say, well, maybe it's fraud or whatever. I said, but still, somebody had to vote for him. And whoever did, I'm sorry. What were you thinking? All your rights, all my rights, they're going to start. Yeah, okay, let's roll back all these people's rights. But even now, the people that he's putting in place to run certain departments, you don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're idiots. They're making shit up that, oh my God. It's because they want fascism, that he wants to rule forever until he dies, and then he wants his daughter or his son to take over. That would be a monarchy, I guess, but he wants fascism. And that's what he's wanted all along, and people didn't see that, and they voted for him. very, very scary. At first, I was in shock, I think. And then I had a lot of friends who were like going, "What were you thinking? If you voted for Trump, unfriend me." And just there was a lot of upheaval. I lost 3 friends, and only because I posted the picture of the state that had like the blue that said America and then the red in the middle said Funkistan. I thought it was funny. If it was the opposite, if we had won and somebody would have put that out there, I would have thought it was funny. But I guess maybe it's a little too true, and people got offended. And people started talking to me about tolerance and acceptance. And I'm like, but if you voted for him, are you really showing tolerance and acceptance of other people's points of view and other people's needs? When your opinion is killing people, that's not an opinion. And when you say your opinion like it's in fact, that's not an opinion. And I don't want you to be my friend. If you voted for Trump, seriously, stop watching my videos. There's nothing here for you. You're not going to understand half of what I say. There's no way. How could you? How could you do that to more than 50% of the populace? How can you, as a woman, vote for taking away your rights and your freedoms? How could you? Bully. The bullies are winning. The dictators are winning. Putin is winning. The rich are winning. You think they're going to come and give you something because you voted for Trump? No. They're going to take everything away. They don't care if you live or die. It's about them. They're narcissists too. And they're idiots. And they're ruining the planet. We're all going to die. Armageddon. I had people I had to talk to for 2 or 3 hours just to get them out of shock. Friends that work in education who have fifth graders coming up to them saying, "Am I going to be raped and deported by MAGA now?" Because that's what they're putting out there. There's first graders that are scared for their lives, scared for their families' lives. That's not right. That is not right in any sense of the word. And I had to talk some of these people back to themselves and out of the shock for 2 or 3 hours. Several people in several walks of life. But then, and I was like, what is going on with the world? And then I remembered who I am. You can kill me, you can do whatever. But the thing is, I'm a powerful person, really. And I can change things. I haven't used all my power because I've been kind and forgiving and understanding and tolerant and accepting of even the views of MAGA, which are baseless and groundless and are all made up. I realized I remember who I was. And then I'm a powerful person in a lot of circles. And I don't use that power for myself. And I haven't pushed the truth on people to help make the world a better place. I try to guide people to help them see and understand better and grow themselves. You don't hand somebody a fish, you teach them how to fish. And I've been doing that for a long time. But now that Trump's been elected, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to shove the truth down your throats. I'm going to use my power to try to help the world be a better place. And if it's the last of me that I'm putting out there and it saves the world, then yeah, I'm going to do it. When you're listening to this, it's probably about 21 days after the election. I'm actually recording it probably about 11 days after the election. That's why I know that he's nominating people to offices that they have no place being. he shouldn't be the president. He has no clue really what it means to be the president. He's just hoping to make it into a dictatorship, and he wants to be able to do what he wants to do whenever he wants to do it without any repercussions. And if he makes the laws, then that's what he can do. He can rape me. And that'd be so gross. Just the thought of that is really gross to me. So what I'm going to say to you now, if you are still angry, if you are still in shock, channel that into understanding that you can do something. Use your power, feel your power and your truth, and put it out there. And if people don't like it and they don't want to be your friend anymore, and they don't understand why you're angry, what was that one? Oh my gosh, I had one person say, if you don't understand, they posted something and they said, if you don't understand why your gay friend is upset right now, then you don't have a great friend. You just know somebody who's gay. And then I had a gay friend who voted for Trump say, if you don't understand why your gay friend is upset right now, then you have every right not to understand them because they didn't vote for Trump. And that was one of my gay friends. How could she? How could she believe in the lies? How could people want to believe that life is that easy, that if they hire him, he's going to make their life better? He can't do it. And actually, anything he does, he's going to make it worse. Why? Why would you vote? Oh, because he ran good businesses. He bankrupted his businesses. He's declared bankruptcy 7 times. How many of you? I've never. Probably should have, but I've never. He has no integrity. I don't understand it. My message to you is feel your power, feel your truth, and don't hold back. Say what you need to say and put it out there. For the people who believe in Trump, karma's a bitch. You just set in motion something that's going to hurt you. He's going to take maybe 1%, maybe not even that, maybe just 10 people, and they'll benefit from this that are normal, common people. Everybody else is going to get hurt. So, and your future generations, he's the one that tripled the debt ceiling. He's not a true Republican when it comes to finances, and he's a spoiled, rotten brat. I don't understand. But if you're a MAGA person and you're listening to that, you can stop listening to me, for one, if you don't want to. And I just hope karma comes back and you understand what you did, and maybe you have some recompense, something that you can do to make up for dooming the rest of us and not giving a shit about people who have a different voice. I just don't know what to say to you. I wish you well. I hope your lives are good, but I also hope you see the light and understand that Trump is not connected to God whatsoever. I don't know how that even came about as anything. He has no. Somebody sold you a lie. He knows nothing about God. He thinks he is God, and that would be really sad if he was, because that's not the God I know. But I hope your God helps you understand better, and you listen to your God, and not to all the preachers and everybody else that's telling you what to do, and stop being sheep. And for the rest of the people who understand me and are more evolved human beings, use your power and your truth and don't stop. Use your special powers and the truth and don't stop, because what the hell? But everything happens for a reason. What's meant to be will be. And maybe for those of us that don't always speak up and say what really is, maybe it's our turn to prove to them that we're here and that we're going to start speaking up. Maybe that's what we needed to push ourselves forward. But whichever way you feel about the election, if you're MAGA, just don't even bother. If you need some recovery, let me know. I'm here. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, let's wait and see. Maybe he won't be bad. Come on. Really? You don't need me to tell you. The checks and balances are gone. Everything's red. He's going to be able to do whatever the fuck he wants. Somebody said, well, where you live is going to be safe. They're trying to put protections in place, but if he thinks we're out of control, what's to stop him from declaring martial law or just sending in troops, shutting us down? But it'd be really stupid to shut us down because we're like the third largest economy in the world and we pay for the rest of your asses. Our taxes pay for you. That's why we should secede. But that's not going to happen. I'd like to start paying my federal taxes. I can't support the federal government right now because it's all red and they're all idiots. So, give me your thoughts in the comments. That was Not So Fun Fact 165. Ciao, Bellas. Hang in there. Love you all.